Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Zarkotic and welcome to a brand new series that is going to be starting up on my channel called Surviving Smite. So this series is where I'm going to take you through each of the different gods in the MOBA game known as Smite. Smite is currently in beta, but it's going to be released soon. Beta codes are going to be given away randomly, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But this episode we are going to be looking at the god known as Cupid. Cupid is the Roman god of love, and in Smite he is a ranged assassin. Let's take a closer look at some of his abilities. First up we have Cupid's passive known as Lovestruck. This passive is activated on a hit from a basic attack and adds a 3% per hit buff on Cupid's damage dealing or healing. It can reach up to 30%, and when it does, his other moves, known as Heart Bomb and Fields of Love, will receive a 1-second stun bonus along with the 30% damage bonus. Cupid's first actual skill is known as Heart Bomb. This move hits the first enemy it comes in contact with and latches onto them, slowing them by 35%. 3 seconds after it explodes, hurting enemies within a 20-foot radius. This is great to use on minions and clumps of enemies. Cupid's second move is called Share the Love. Cupid drops 3 hearts which are able to be picked up by him and his allies. This heals the looter, and every time an ally takes one of the hearts, Cupid gets 30 mana. So even if he doesn't pick up the hearts, he still gets a boost. This move is great because you don't have to be near Cupid to get the boost. If you drop one of the hearts, it's okay, you can still let it sit there for a little while and then run and go grab it. This next move is called Flutter and is used to escape or catch up to enemies. It gives Cupid a short boost, leaving a trail of hearts for him and his allies to move faster in. Enemies remain unaffected, but Cupid gains 35% attack speed for 6 seconds after he uses this skill. This is a great skill to use right before you gank. Once you catch up to them, you can either go through them and hit them from behind, or you can just get them from the side, but either way you do it, the 6-second 35% attack speed is great. Cupid's ult is called Fields of Love, where Cupid shoots up a large amount of arrows, landing in the target location. These arrows slow the victim by 35% and deal a small amount of damage on impact. Then, the arrows explode, causing a good amount of damage to the victim. They also slow the victim for 3 seconds. This is great to pounce right when they're stunned. You just get all over them. It's a really great ult. The build I use with Cupid is extremely awesome, and I don't just call anything extremely awesome. It is based on attack speed, but it also deals a ton of damage. I start off by getting 3 mana potions and a rank 2 warrior tabi. After that, I max out the warrior tabi and focus on getting the next items individually, maxing them all out. We've got the Fatalis, Executioner, Soul Eater, Quinn's Blades, and finally the Deathbringer. There's no reason for Cupid to focus on defense anyway, and with this build, his enemies will be the ones needing it. My first tip for Cupid is don't be afraid to play more aggressive than you normally would. Cupid has an epic escape skill, so even in the tightest situations, you will still be able to get away with a lot of room from your enemies. There have been countless times where I've been thrown into the tower by an enemy Sobek and I get away before they can even touch me. The second tip is your auto attack deals pretty damn good damage. You don't always need to back when you're low on mana. If you really do want the mana, drop a couple hearts and have your laning partner pick them up. That should get you enough mana for the time being. Cupid has a huge advantage over gods that don't have a movement skill. If you see Anubis, Ymir, or even Zeus, make sure to capitalize on it. Cupids can easily flutter at the opponent, overwhelming them. Also, it is extremely difficult for one of those gods to escape Cupid's ult, so use it wisely. When you have a heart circling around you like a buff, that means you have maxed your passive. You have gotten 10 hits on an enemy. So this gives a lot of bonuses to your abilities, so this is almost like your cue to begin to attack. That's all for this week's episode of Surviving Smite. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and come to subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Surviving Smite.